Hey, what are raid cooldowns for? Not for popping.
What for?
Raid cooldowns.
Nope.
They're for saving until after you're dead so you can lament that you didn't use them.
So let's kill the Slag Shaker. Yeah, that guy.
Sorry, I thought it was best to CC.
Yeah, no, I appreciate.
Very prudent of you, sir.
Purely selfish, I don't want to die from the flames.
Alright, let's take the other side. Get this is CC up on those flame binders. We'll kill the guardians first. That's enough. Goo.
I've made some friends.
Not many.
We can pull a bit more than this.
There's only 2 to be friends with.
These
and
things.
You killed them!
The really annoying thing is now we have to get the maidens to go pick up that silly quest. I think.
Is it a weekly quest?
The quest is difficulty. It's per difficulty to get the token, so...
Oh, that's okay. I don't think we're quite ready for Heroic Blackhand yet.
I kinda just want him dead. So we can say we cleared the instance.
I hate this trash along this corridor.
Yeah, and I don't think we have the damage for Blackhand. That's about it for Blackhand Heroic. I think that's going to be the issue.
But we wouldn't at the moment anyway, would we? Not really meant to.
No, I think I want everyone to pretty much have a Heroic 2-piece or something before you can kill him. Or just be really good. Promo was apparently really easy, so...
He does not look that bad. Oh god, all the bleeds.
All the lock and load procs. It's almost like it's back like I'm back in Pandaria, like a million fucking explosive shots, one after another.
Oh, they can be stunned at least.
Let's just let these bleeds finish before we pull anything else. If Rack, if you pull one of the beasts back and Conduit takes the Beast Lord at that end, but obviously not so close that we...
Yeah, there's a patrol in that hole.
Holding immunities.
Bring this, this little skulled friend to us.
Yep.
Yeah, yes it goes, Beast even.
Also, I'm still missing crit.
Yeah, it's gone again.
Well, I think we're about to get a friendly mage who can give crit.
Are we?
Well,
Friendly?
yeah, that's the question.
Someone asked for crit?
Hey man!
Where's our mage buff?
Screw you hippies!
I got feast, I'll feed you!
Jeez, now I was thinking no one ever needed me.
We always need
We actually have a
enemies.
Hunter Pet replacing you.
Yeah, before you get too complacent.
The pet is even less likely to die in fire.
Mm-hmm. More damage
To take
output.
90% reduced AoE damage.
It's true.
We can never increase cry.
So I'm late, my fiancé was using my computer to do a job application.
I think
I think that's more important.
Can,
Dare she?
can 2 DPS go out on someone, please?
Yeah, I'll go.
No rush.
Oh well, let's clear the trash then.
You got seals.
Fine, I'll stay here.
Oh yeah, get your seals.
If you're not.
Oh, might as well. Yeah.
I'm actually just about to turn in my Abrogatato Stones quest. If my minions manage to get me the last 3, which...
That will be a big... Actually no, you can't do that because that's
Go
quest chain.
All you have to do is...
Is anyone else coming out?
We're gonna
Oh,
clear
is there
all the
another
trash
chain
first.
between Abrogatato Stones and others?
There's like a little thing.
You have to...
You can't CC them, but you can read them.
Ow! Holy shit, that hurt. Rip
Not
it.
going to be done anytime soon, I don't think.
It's Craig there, is he? Can someone invite Craig?
God, they do some mind disturbance thing.
That's done.
God, motherfuckers update
Should I
DBM
just
like
go
every
get
other
my
hour.
seals now? While we've got
It's because I'm running an alpha.
Yeah, I'll go.
I admit I updated it before the raid so that I wouldn't get spammed by anybody.
And I'll be right back while they got the summon up.
No, I do that. I updated the latest alpha build so people don't spam me with fucking. You need a new version. It's like, no, I don't.
Okay, quite a lot of the raid will with us on Friday when we didn't really pug it. This is a particularly unchallenging fight if you obey the rules. Jez, sorry, Brack, have you done this fight?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Basically, you have a pretty standard go to X stacks and tank switch job. I can't remember, is it 3 stacks or conduit?
Conduit will be able to say. You also need to
Yeah.
stay 6 yards from the other tank when you're not tanking.
The start of the fight is super easy. We do not heroism at the start. Where are you going, man? Oh, okay. You activate the beasts. He jumps on a beast at like 80% or something, and then again at intervals throughout the fight. So he jumps on each of the beasts. We kill each of the beasts that he's riding. We do the dog first, then the big mammoth, and then the dragon thing, because that's kind of the easiest order to do them in. Throughout the fight, where you see the red marker down, thanks Sig, there's a little gate off to the side that packs of beasts will come out of. We just AoE these down. The tank that isn't tanking picks those beasts up. But obviously if there's a loose one, the other tank can pick them up too. They don't have a huge amount of health. So they're not a big kind of like thing that we need to think about too much. It's just like regular AoE. Every 20 seconds or something a pack comes out. Melee range need to spread throughout the fight for 2 reasons. Firstly, once he's jumped on the dog, he gets a rend and tear ability. He'll jump to a ranged person and then jump back to the tank. If you're too close to the ranged person on the tank, it's range 6 I think, might be 8. You also get the debuff that person got, and that's the tank. That's one of the tank's abilities. The other reason that you need to stay spread as ranged is there are spears falling out of the sky. You get a reticle on the floor. They're always targeted on people, so you need to move out of them. They don't target melee, but they do target ranged. And if you're standing next to someone who has one on them, both of you get pinned. That sucks. We have to break you out of the spear then, similar to Bone Spike from Ice Crown. pretty simple. We kill all the spears. They're not they're not first priority, but they should be getting ranged dots to cleave them down. It's very important, however, that they are dead by the time he jumps onto the dragon ad. So we can't just leave them all up and then kill them at the end. We need to kind of be doing some damage to them throughout the fight. In the last phase they get an AoE ability sometimes, which is why they become such high priority at the end. So obviously if they're dead they can't be doing extra raid damage. We use heroism after the dragon mount is dead because that phase is the hardest. He gets a new ability every time we kill one of the every time he mounts one of the animals. So the last phase he's got lots of abilities, so it's the hardest. There's an awful lot of AoE going on at the end. And that's it really. It's a pretty simple fight if you obey the killing things rule.
Yep, and if someone does get... Sorry, go on then.
Fine.
If someone does get hit by a spear, it's important to get them out as quick as possible.
Yeah, if you do get one, say on vent... Sorry, we're not even on vent. It's been a long time since we had vent. I'm gonna give Neem assist and 2 Shadow Priests assist. Please mark a skull on a spear if there is someone under one.
Oh, as long as we're not using a skull in the fight, DBM does it automatically.
Okay then, fine. Well, you've got assist for ranged reasons. But yeah, if you get hit by a spear, cry like a little baby and ask for some help. Because we might miss it or something. From the melee perspective, the rend and tear thing is very important that when he jumps out, that we move out as well. If we're too close to the tank, we get the stack and it hits. It's not... 1 stack isn't deadly, 2 stacks isn't deadly, but it's a lot of extra healing for the healers, and it's totally avoidable. If you get hit by a stack, it's your own fault, probably. So it's very important that we avoid those to make the fight easy, and they are quite easy to avoid, so I see no reason why we can't.
There's lots of space to use, so feel free to go up by the door and down here. Just let the healers stand around the middle and use that space to spread out.
I think he mounts the second beast at 60%. I think it's 80, 60 and 40. And the second beast is the one that you have to move him the most for. You can tank him at red to get him onto the wolf, but you actually have to drag him right over to the mammoth to get him to mount it instead of the dragon. And you need to see we move him at about 69, 68% right over to the mammoth to make sure he mounts that one.
Are the ads going to be fairly grouped up, or are they going to be all over the place?
All of the ads will be on top of the tank, not currently tanking the boss. We are just going to AoE the shit out of them. They're almost like a negligible part of the fight. The only time they become a problem is if they're not picked up properly, or if one of the tanks dies and then they switch to the DPS. That shouldn't happen, but that's the point at which you'll notice. I think...
Quick question.
Go for it.
So when the boss jumps to ranged and back, could tanks... is it possible for tanks to stand kind still?
Preferably.
Yeah.
When they did, what did you say?
When the boss uses his rend and tear, he jumps away to a ranged person and back to the tank. If the tank isn't moving, it's much easier for melee to avoid getting hit by that.
Okay.
So just when he jumps away, just stand still until he's back on top of you. Conda, can you say how many stacks it is you switch on rend and tear?
Yeah, we've spoken.
Oh cool, good. Thank you.
Did all the healers get the tantrum rotation? It's attacked her.
Drink revival.
Sorry, say again?
Did you get the rotation for Tantrum?
Nope.
Are you in the healer channel?
He is
Yeah, I'm looking.
I just typed it out again.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Nath, would you mind being a deeps?
If you want me deeps, I can go DPS.
I think it's probably more useful. We'll try one with you deeps, I guess. And if it looks like we've got healing issues, then it's probably people standing in shit. But I would like to. I don't think we really need 5 healers. This many people. Is everybody ready? Somebody check you did.
I need to get my mana back. Where a second.
You don't. You're a deeps now.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's just mattering up.
Careful how close you go, guys. He does walk along there.
He's gonna pass.
Only Daz has an excuse.
Everyone's ready. Can I have a pull timer, please?
When is hero?
At when the dragon phase is
Oh, yeah,
over,
yeah.
the last
Okay.
phase is the heroism phase.
4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Right, here come the beasts.
I've got a thing on Craig.
Must move out of the spears before they land.
Yep.
You can blink out of it probably, okay?
I'd have to re-lift for that.
Right,
Alright.
No, you can't, by the way.
phase 2. Rend and tear. As you can see. New pack phase. Savage Howl. We need to remove the enrages from the beasts and all kill them real quick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Does anybody need to kill these spirits for becoming flamed?
You do need to kill them, eventually. That was a bad time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pin down on that mid.
Getting in
Middle.
Priority on him.
He's free.
5, 4, 3,
It's better time.
1.
Spirits are down.
So as you, hopefully Melee have got the hang of avoiding those now.
1.
Could you kill one? 2 more come.
Yeah. So he keeps his Rend and Tear ability now
1.
for the rest of the fight, except for the hack thing.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
We're gonna get one spear then, am I?
Two, one at the back, front.
4,